Lightworkers Unite is a podcast and social show hosted by intuitive women, lightworkers, and most importantly, friends, Mayume and Manjeet. Welcome to our podcast, Lightworkers Unite, where we believe there is a lightworker within all of us.
Whether you are a medium, an educator, or a nuclear medicine technologist, there is a lightworker within you, and we have work to do.
This is a safe and sacred place where lightworkers connect, grow, and learn.
And share our light with the world. Okay, hi.
We are recording. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Here we are.
No, I'm trying to do
that sound again. Yeah, do it again. Do it again.
I was trying to do a horn.
I want to see
horn. It was
like
bad.
That. Like that?
I went. That sounded like a fart. So that was not good.
I could see your mouth forming something, but nothing was coming out. I was like, what?
Like a trumpet, like a yay. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Here we are, 2022. How do you feel about it?
Well,
what's your thoughts?
Yeah. There's a lot of twos happening. That's a lot of twos. I feel like it, I guess opposite to most folks who are feeling like, oh, fuck, we're walking into 2022 with the pandemic again on the rise with this Omicron. I think a lot of people are feeling kind of more deflated, going into this year that I've experienced. But I don't know. I feel kind of weirdly optimistic about this year.
Yeah.
I know, you know me, I'm a realist. So I know the medical situation that we're in, but I don't know, something feels bright this 2022. Something about it. It feels good to me. How about you?
Yeah.
Do you resonate with that?
I do. I think twos, for me, it feels like a new beginning. Like we're finally, and I know things have been, we were like 2 steps forward and then like all of a sudden 5 steps back, and so we'll get momentum again. I think we'll start. I really do feel like the twos are important. It's like the next step. It's new beginnings. It's also an angel number that I feel is about unity and family. And so then if you want to get into numerology, yes.
Yeah.
Are you finding something?
I just pulled it up and it says signifies a new beginning.
Yes.
So we have access to a powerful tool for creating our life experiences, our mind. By choosing to focus on positive thoughts, you can create a different life. The angel number 222 tells you that your positive thoughts and visualizations are about to become a reality.
That's right. How do you believe that? Holy shit. How about that?
That was weird. I never actually looked that up before. But I did. It was funny. I just felt like, I don't know, there's something about even just the letter too, or that letter. It's a holy fuck. I'm sorry. My brain is, there's something about the number too. The way it's drawn, it feels very airy and open, but grounded.
Yeah. Right.
Airy. Yeah. It's like it's sitting confidently on the planet, So I don't know. I
like that. That's
loving it.
So cool. I never thought of it that way. Like looking at the number. Yeah.
Yeah. It feels very grounding, but
it is. It's grounding. And there's something about, me with the sequence of numbers. So I think it's pretty powerful that it's 2022.
Yeah.
I think I read somewhere, I saw someone that said it's 2022, like again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that. That's pessimistic. I'm like, no, it's not 2020 again, 2022, if you say it out loud. Let's not go there and let's not spread that. All right. It's not 2022. It is it's 222. It's beautiful and magical and a time for new beginnings.
Yeah.
So, and I definitely need one. And I, for those that are listening, you can probably tell by my voice that I'm very congested. I am coming off the COVID wagon. My family was hit And I know I'm like, do I share that? Sure. I mean, a lot of my friends
Yeah.
already know. But
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
on the
alone.
tail end. I know it spread like wildfire. A ton of my friends. And yeah, so out of my family, John and myself got it the worst. And my older two girls also got it, but it was very mild for them. My youngest, Dana, did not, and she still tested negative several times. We tested her
Yay.
again this morning, still negative. My mom, who's living with us, who is also very high risk and compromised, is still great, feeling good, no symptoms, and
Yay.
she's staying so far away from us. But it's been hard to be in the same house and not see
Yeah.
her. So it's been a weird holiday for me.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry,
yeah.
honey.
But this is
Yeah.
why I'm excited for the new beginnings. I'm excited for 222. I've
Yeah.
got a lot of exciting things ahead. I know you do too. So, but yeah, let's talk about the holiday and how crazy it was. And I've got
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
questions we're going to ask each other. And then, you guys can ask yourselves these questions.
Yeah.
And feel free to share it with us on our Instagram or here on Podbean, where you can leave any comments, or on Apple, wherever you listen to us.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. We'd
love it.
love to hear your thoughts about this last year, and what an absolute joy it was, or an absolute shit show. I don't know.
Well, the year in general, that's a big, I feel like the year in general was good for me. I do. But if we're going to talk about like the favorite thing that happened, or I don't know, that happened over the holiday, or do you want to go back through the year?
Oh, I was just thinking about the holiday time.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
there for a second.
Well, do you want to start with that? Do you want to start with like your favorite gift?
Okay, favorite gift. Yes. And yes. And so I was telling Manjeet before we started recording, this mama, it's kind of like the SNL skit with Kristen Wiig, like, I got a robe. So I spoil the family. Everyone gets everything. I make Christmas happen, and then I get COVID. That was my gift.
Oh, God.
But
No.
I don't typically get a lot of gifts during Christmas, which is fine, honestly. But my girls did go shopping for me this year, and they got me this very, very beautiful, it's a blue moon necklace, and it looks like this, it looks like this actual photo or actual moon, this tiny, tiny moon in this little case. And I'm so excited. I'll have to post it. It's so beautiful.
So pretty. Yeah, I'm so jelly.
Yeah, it's
so jelly. It's
like, oh my God.
So nice. Yeah. I need to find one because I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah.
I'll ask them where they got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know, because we're going to have to twin with that. We always have the same things. I love it.
How about you?
Yeah, I love that. I'm so boring at this point, I think, in our relationship and in my marriage, in our timing. I never had really good pot. I mean, I've had Lagostina pots for like 30 years, beautiful steel pots that I've cooked it with forever since I moved to the country,
Okay.
And
cooking pots. I didn't hear what you said there. So referring
cooking
to
pots.
Cooking pots.
Yes. Yeah. And that's a good distinction to make. We are in the Pacific Northwest where pot is legal and rampant. So thank you.
You got some good pot. I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, girl. Yeah. So I bought, William got me these really awesome, just great cookware. I'm just super psyched. Yeah. I love, is that like how, is that kind of sad that we're at that point where it's like, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to
that's awesome. That's so great. No, that means it just goes to show you that he knows you. And knows what you love, and it was thoughtful, Yeah.
Yeah. And I love to cook. Like I love cooking. So it's just so awesome to, like I have a gas stove. Awesome. So it's like, you get used to that temperature and so I'm getting used to like how quickly things will cook on these new pans. And I don't know. It's just, I fucking love that shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
It. Yeah. So it was really fun.
I wish I could say I love to cook. I don't love it. But I mean, I can do it.
Yeah.
But I don't love it. It just depends on what's going on. There's some things that I do love to cook, but
Mm,
it's not something, and I don't know. I just feel like when life got crazy and busy with three girls and, all 2 years apart, there came a time where cooking was like, oh shit, I can't. I didn't enjoy it. It felt stressful.
yeah.
And then most of the time I couldn't cook because we were in the car driving to practice during dinner
Yeah.
time. And so I kind of veered away from it, and then John kind of stepped in, and now it's different. So I'm wondering,
Yeah.
listening to you is inspiring me a little bit. Like maybe I can, since the girls are older,
Yeah.
and soon I'll be an empty nester before you know it. And then I can maybe delve into that again.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
cook with John because he likes to cook. So
Oh,
if he and I do it together, he doesn't like to cook, but oh shoot, you just froze. Can you hear me? See me? Did I just freeze?
uh-oh. Sorry.
Uh-oh,
Yes. We
I
just
froze.
froze. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
We'll
it's
have
so
to.
funny because you froze first for me, which told me that
Oh.
I froze. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I'll block that right
Yes.
out. So, yeah, I was just going to say how maybe that's something fun I can explore to do with him, like cooking a meal together
Mm.
with wine. I think would be kind of fun, sexy, romantic, maybe.
Oh my God, he would love that. He would love it. And then you get to share in the meal after,
Yeah.
right? I think part of that allure is like you've created this together. And I'm a big fan of like food really embodying the emotion. And,
Oh,
maybe that's why too, you kind of were repelled by it because
yes.
you're like, I'm not in a really good place to like give this food like that
Oh,
love that it want, that you want to give it, So I wonder now that you've got that
that's
time back,
exactly what it was.
do you
No,
think?
right? I'm looking at you going, holy shit, like this light bulb is boom. That's
Yeah.
why. Because when they were younger,
Yeah.
I used to love it. But no,
Yeah.
I associated it with
It's
stress, and yeah.
right. And then you don't want to
Huh.
put that in the food. Like that's not,
No.
but
Mm.
because I really believe like that food, they're like vessels for energy, So whenever I'm cooking, I always, and the girls, they get so fucking embarrassed about this because they'll have their friends over or something. And because they always want me to make Indian food for them. So there's like big pots of food all the time in my house, which I love. And I always say, do you know what the magic ingredient is?
Oh.
And they're like, of course my girls are like, oh, fuck, I roll love. Love.
Yeah,
Because
that's
then my
right.
magic ingredients always like, I always say, you know what? This is made with so much love for you. And so all their friends now say that too, which is, I'm sure, super horrifying to my daughters that
I love it.
I
Oh, and
still
blessing the
profess it.
food, blessing
Yeah.
it before it enters your body so that your body
Yes.
will receive. I mean, yes, I love all that.
Yeah, that it's just, yeah. And I play lots of music when I cook and it's really
Mhm.
loud. And sometimes I'll sing, it's obnoxious, but
I
it's,
love it.
it's fun. It is really fun. But really, I agree with you in that it's a lot easier to do now that the girls are bigger. But I also
Yeah,
have them cut shit and help me all the time. Like,
yep, they
here,
do.
cut these carrots for me, and then they just sit and now we're talking. And now we're, so it's, I don't know.
Yeah,
So this new pots and pans.
I love it. That's so cool.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Wow.
So, next question. Let's talk about. Let's start. You want to start with the worst? Let's start with the worst. Get it over with.
Okay.
What was the worst thing? I don't know. Whatever thing could be anything. What was the
Yeah.
worst thing, element, event? I don't know that happened during the holiday for you. If you have, because we're going to do
Yeah.
the best thing and the worst thing.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, it was pretty basic. Like we couldn't go up to Canada. Testing was taking way too long. We need a 72-hour window to get over the border. That the results were the ones that we were looking at here, they were like, we can't guarantee it. And they usually get them out in time, but they were like, we can't guarantee it. So then it's like super stressful, just getting up the board. And then we had all this ice and these ice storms in Canada as well. So my parents are like hunkered in and we're hunkered in. And so just coming to the realization that, it's not really safe to go up there.
Yeah.
And
oh, shoot.
yeah, and it was probably a really good thing because, shortly at right around Christmas, I was starting to kind of feel a little congested and a little just like I'm like was fighting a little something, so I definitely wouldn't wanted to have gone up there anyways,
Right,
in that state. So that was shitty. I mean, that's just an all around shit thing. And I hate that my parents
especially
were,
because that was, yeah. Oh God.
I don't like that they were alone, like my sister's in England, my brother's in New York, I'm here.
Yeah. No, I hate that.
It's just not, that sucked. So yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
I'm making a lot of
sucks.
Like
physical sounds.
Mouth. I don't know what's wrong with me. Portal. Boo.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is where it'd be so great if people could actually watch us because it's so funny. I know it's hard to convey what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm sorry. So kind of my worst thing was obviously COVID. And just because it separated my core family, one, we couldn't celebrate it with my extended family. Because John got it first and then the older two girls, but I hated being apart from them. So John didn't celebrate Christmas with us. It was really hard. And then I didn't celebrate New Year's with them because then it was like we swapped places and
literally
quarantined upstairs. Yeah. So I really hated that. I just hated I could hear the chaos. And older girls, teenagers kind of want to do their own thing for New Year's. So it's not a thing. So John and I would normally do something, but we didn't get to. So I was kind of sad. And then my poor mom is in the house with us too. And you were saying you don't like your parents, being alone. Even though my mom was here physically in the house, she was alone.
Yeah.
She was alone in her room and just sucked.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my sister. I know it's been a weird holiday and I'm curious like how other people navigated all the, like we had so much snow here in the Pacific Northwest, like fucking like snowstorms and, and then the virus and the roads are shitty. And it was a weird couple of weeks.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. It's okay.
So what about your favorite thing? Let's shift that, maybe that energy. What's your favorite thing?
This holiday. So before COVID got us, I was enjoying gatherings. I was enjoying Christmas parties and they were the best, and actually seeing people and, we were all vaccinated. So we were all coming together, still smaller groups, not large, and dancing. I got to dance. When was the last time I got to dance with a bunch of friends on a dance floor with a DJ,
Oh man.
Anyway, it was a lot of fun. So for me, I felt like I got to see people, hug people, and celebrate Christmas before COVID entered our house.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So I would say definitely dancing.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me so happy. I know. Cause you just let yourself go, and we just haven't been able to do that.
No.
It just has not been a thing. Like for us, we've just got to kind of adapt to the fact that we don't gather like that anymore now.
And that's probably why I fucking got COVID. But
there's that. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, shit. Yeah. And this Omicron spreads like wildfire. So, there's that.
I know. I'm sorry. I know it's so crazy.
So how about you?
So one of my favorite things, I have to tell you, this happened. So William Russell lost his wedding ring about 6 months ago.
No way.
And
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, he's lost like ton of weight, and stuff. So I think it just fell off his hand. I think it just kind of rolled off somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's been 6 months, and I bought him a new wedding ring for Christmas. The really cool one, actually, super cool.
Wait, you got him a wedding ring for Christmas, and he got you pants? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I got myself one too. So
good for you, sister.
Yeah, kidding me? Yeah, it's really cute.
Set. Oh.
Yeah. They're actually really cool. They're called Connect gears, and so they're actually like little gears, and so you can kind of like a fidget. Spinner kind of. They're really cool. They've got little gears inside of them, and you just kind of like, you can just spin them on your hands. They're just really, it's quite, I mean, to be honest, it's quite masculine for me, like on my little hands, but I just love it. I just think it's so cool and intricate.
Oh my God, you love it?
Yeah, he loves it. But I was cleaning the oven out on New Year's Day, which is like my fucking ritual. I know it's gross, but it's one of the things I do on New Year's Day. So that's the day I crawl under the sink, right? And I get the easy off the stuff to spray in the fucking oven. So inside there, we had, for whatever reason, all these plastic bags. Like somebody had bought groceries, plastic bag, throw it under the sink. And so I'm like, God, I can't get to the easy off, right? So I'm pulling out all of these fucking grocery bags. And now they're like super plasticky, like hard plastic bags, right? And so I'm like gathering them all up, and I'm ready to just scoop them all up and throw them in the recycle. And I was like, no, let me just open them and put them into the one bag, just so it's a little more compact, I don't know, whatever.
Sure.
So I open the one bag, I grab the other like loose plastic bags, shove it into the one bag. And I'm like, what is that? I reach into that fucking bag, and it's his wedding ring.
Get that F out of here. No. Get out of here.
Yes, I can't explain it. I was going to just grab them all, throw them in the fucking,
would have been
gone. But I was like, for some reason, I was like, that's lame. Let me just put all the bags inside the bag and then put it in the thing. And I was like, it's like, it was heavy, like something was, and I went, ding, like just, and I was like, William, I found your wedding ring on New Year's. A new beginning.
Right. And then you still have the brand new set too. See?
Yeah.
I love it. Was he like sweet, or was he like,
no, he was super happy. He was just like, oh my God, that's so great. I'm so happy, that and he was probably just taking out the groceries, right? And then it just fucking rolled off.
And he had no idea or felt it.
Yeah, he had no idea where it was. And he was really upset about it for quite some time. He looked everywhere, the recycling, and we just kind of went, oh, it's gone,
Yeah.
And he's a bit picky with rings. So I was like, finally, when I found this gear ring, I was like, oh, okay, awesome. I'm going to give this to him.
That's so cool. But what a cool story. I love that. And there it was. And how about Spirit just nudged you a little bit, right? Just here, wait, don't do that. Drop in those little thoughts.
100%. I still was like, I had like chills all down my arms. Like, cause I was like, oh my fucking God, I cannot believe that I was just going to throw them away.
Oh my God.
I was just like, and I have a clean oven.
Yeah. Wait, so does your oven not have it has the self-cleaning in it? Yeah. So you just sprayed the whole thing and let it go. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just wiped it. I just love, I love starting the year like that. I don't know. I love to cook. I mean,
yes. I love it. Good for you, man.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. Fun favorite thing this Christmas. Yes.
That is so cool. I love that.
Thank you, Spirit.
So what else? Thank you, Spirit, angels.
Yeah, I feel like it was his mom, William's mom that passed, I feel like it was her kind of like, saying, I don't know. I kind of do. Like, it kind of felt like she was bringing us together, like, like closer, like, remember,
Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah. I just thought it was really, I don't know. She just came to my mind, which, you and I have learned that when you get that hit, it's something to not.
So when you found it, you've thought of her.
I did.
Yep. Yeah. Then yes.
Right. It was like, I could feel her around me, like saying, like you're one, you're married. Like, it's okay. Everything's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just It was awesome.
So cool.
All right.
All right. So what's next?
Well, we were going to just share maybe one word, your word for the year, like what would you say is the word that you want to embody going into 2022? And this is for all of our listeners.
This is for everyone. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. If you could, it's hard to just choose one word.
Oh,
I'm going to
so
say,
hard. Yeah.
but I had to really sit, and I would suggest this for all of you light workers out there, that if you want to do this and you're thinking about it, to come up with one word for your year, and maybe it's an intention word, or maybe it's a goal, or maybe it's something that comes to you. So sit quietly, because I know I did. I couldn't just rattle it off. I had a bunch of different words come to me, but I had to sit quietly and really feel it and try some words on. To be honest with you, I had to try them on.
Yeah.
And so, are you ready for my word? And it was not any. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, if we have the same fucking word, I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know. We haven't shared this. So I was just.
No, we haven't. Oh God, I didn't think about that.
No, I know. I just thought, oh God, wouldn't that be
the word? It just happened. It came to me. It wasn't a word that I would have thought of. I guess it wasn't top of mind. It kind of entered, and like I said, then I was like, oh, and then I tried it on. I was like, that's it. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Oh my God. Okay, it's very simple. And I'll tell you, it was between two, but I'm settling with the one. So the word for Mayume for my 2022 is explore.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm going, and it fits so many different things, like exploring myself, exploring within. I plan to do a lot of traveling this year, so I'm going to be exploring that way, but it's also exploring some new ideas, trying new things, and just kind of exploring deeply and more. It just feels like explore more. So
I love it.
That's what Spirit gave me.
I love that. Yes. What do you want to share your other word? The other one?
It was empower.
Oh yeah.
Empower. Well, it was the ease. It was interesting. It was empower, but explore kind of covers that too, because I need to explore more and explore what that means to empower and to empower myself. It just is such a crazy,
so good,
perfect word for me this year.
It's so perfect. Yes, I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
I love it. It was not the same, because
it was.
You would have been like, holy fucking shit. Anyway.
I just shit my pants. I totally shit my pants.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God, I love it.
So, Miss Manjeet, what is your word for 2022?
Yes, my word, I actually had two as well, but the first one was power. So it's interesting when you said empower, right? That was, but it was power, just straight up, same energy though. But the word that feels really ready for me is ascension.
Ascension. Yes.
So like, it's a really, I feel like it's just time to be the truth teller in the world, like say what I need to say and own my sovereignty. All of us need to do that,
Mm-hmm.
But this ascension piece is kind of huge. So it's a bit frightening too. So I think that's another thing.
Vibe. Yeah. Raising and elevating. And I mean, all of that, right? Rising. Ascending.
It's for me, ascension is rising and elevating, but it's also integrating. Like, right. It's like integration of like the things that we have learned and that, you're ready to share, And so that word just felt like so
appropriate.
So good. Yeah. I just loved it.
Hello. I'm curious. Like, I'm really here. I just want to, because I'm sure, how did it come to you?
Well, that's actually, that's part of my multidimensional healing certification, program that's coming out in 2022. And there's 3 modules. The first one is called The Awakening. And so it's 5 weeks of awakening ourselves to our divine sovereign selves. And it's about accessing our psychic selves and, understanding who our guides are, but being grounded in our bodies. The second module, which is in the middle of the year, is another 5 weeks. And this one's called activation. And so this is where we actually are going to do some DNA activation as we connect with the Akasha and also some of our starseed lineages. So this is a middle of the year, we're going to be activating. And then at the end of the year, it's another 5-week module that's called the ascension.
Wow.
And so that's the word that I have been living and breathing. I've been,
I've
been busting my ass on this program. So I'm super excited to launch it all in the new year. But it's the ascension piece is the one that it's going to be it's a multidimensional healing certification class program. So this is about you being the teacher, being the truth teller in the world, helping your clients heal in a really profound way. So it's like, I need to embody that. I feel like it's time for me to say, where can I show up like that, in the world with my clients and with others? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the word. It's been in my mind for
I love it.
A couple of years, really.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. When I look it up too, I mean, we all kind of know what it means, but the act of rising or ascending, especially the act of moving to a higher or more powerful position. I love this because that's kind of where you're at and where you're ready. I mean, you've been a life coach for 20 something years. Yeah. And so now you're at this, level where you're ready to take it even higher and to help others rise. And
thank you. You're so cool. Nice. You say that awesome. So sweetly. I love it. I love that. I feel it's scary though, right? And I think as light workers, we do bump into these scary pieces of our professional development. Where do we want to go? How do we want to be in service? Because that's what light workers are doing. That's what we're all doing is how are we creating the ripple effect? What are we doing to be in service in the world, in our own light worker way, our own lens, our own twist.
Yeah.
So a lot. Thank you.
True.
That's
it's great. I love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Oh, I love it. Well, do you want to start with the professional goals then? Because the next one is because that's kind of what I mean.
Well, it kind of flows with that, right? So, and this is just a goal. So we're talking about goals for the year ahead, and personal and professional. So I'll just do both. So, and this is actually falling under the explore. So I'm exploring these possibilities. So I kind of was trying to figure out where guided gatherings or, Mayume, Corelli, the medium how am I going to move forward in this year? What was my goal? And it really is, I had to think about it, but this year I'm trying to, as things open up again, hopefully, is to do more live demonstrations, public demonstrations of mediumship. And it's a goal that I'm putting upon myself, but it's also a goal that has been given to me since I had taken last May, I started this class with Lisa Williams in doing this public mastery of, public demonstration. So it's platform mediumship. And I've done a couple on my own, but I have a big one coming up that's actually with Lisa. It's to end this year-long course with her. And so she is going to do it with me. So we co-host an evening with Spirit, and the date is 2/22/22. Do you fucking
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Kind of amazing.
So, I know. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this. And of course, so she lives in New York. She's from England. She's a badass. She's super fun. I enjoy working with her, and I have enjoyed all her classes and getting to know her and doing this. But that's my goal. So this is going to kind of kickstart. So that's coming up February 22nd. That's coming up. It's on Zoom.
Yes.
And I would love for everyone to join us because you'll get readings from me, and then she will end the evening with readings afterwards. So I'm super excited.
I'm so
and then
psyched.
moving forward, I want to continue that, and I'm hoping to do some traveling, exploring, and maybe taking it to other places where I have some peeps who are willing to host. Before it was these smaller gatherings, but I'm trying to elevate it and go a little bigger.
Yeah.
It's scary, but that's what I'm doing. So more of those
I love it.
Professionally. Yes.
Oh my God. You're ready.
Yeah. But continuing obviously with guided gatherings, my sacred circles that I love, and all the little gatherings. My meditation meetups are starting again this month. So all the same stuff, but time to go a little bigger. Yeah.
Amen. Sister. Yes, you are so ready. I love that. And what's interesting about that too for me when hearing you say that, Mayume, it's the word explore, right? It feels very like inviting to that challenge, right? It feels like I'm not, I'm just looking at this from the lens of exploration and wonder, curiosity. It's just such a it's so beautiful. And yeah, you're gonna fucking kick ass. You're so good.
Nervous as hell. I really am. And I don't get really nervous for a lot of the gatherings, like the ones that I do myself that are private. And I love those. But man, this is scary.
It's a big deal.
Too,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
so
big, right? That's exciting. Yeah. So exciting. Yeah.
So what about your professional goal?
Well, it's just kind of what we were talking about earlier. We're doing here at Infinite Balance that I'm launching in March. Like I was talking about earlier, the multidimensional healing certification program. Yes. And so it's kind of like a bundle, like a grouping of 3 big workshops that we're going to have all through the year that are all about, like I was saying, awakening and then activating and then coming into your own ascension. And so kind of really fast tracking that. And so for me, that it's huge. And I think that's when you kind of know that your professional goals are you're on track, when they make you a little nervous. Yeah. So like you were saying, it's kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous. It's kind of like a coach loves it when you're right on the line of extremely excited and fucking terrified.
Yes.
Like that is where we love you to be.
That's right. It's right on the edge of your comfort zone, right? You just right on the edge. Just step right outside that. Right.
There. Yeah. Yeah. And I love that, and I love my clients to be there, but I'm constantly in that journey as well, right? Because I want to also mirror that in the world.
Yes.
Like I'm doing things that, are scary for me too.
Yes.
And just,
we all have growth and expansion. We all have to grow and expand. All of us, teachers, students, everybody.
Yeah. There's also, I have, so I'm super psyched about the multidimensional. This is kind of like my bigger ticket item program. Like this is the one thing that it's basically like 20 years of, me coaching and also being in the corporate world as a business owner for, like forever, for 17 years running Scanners, my nuclear medicine company. This is kind of like a really weird integration of like spirit and strategy, because I feel like that, like I've lived in these 2 different worlds for so long. Right. I'm like, and this last year it felt like, whoa, this is what it means. Like maybe this is why I've been living these 2 really polarizing worlds, so that I could really integrate that and maybe help bring some strategy to people. So professionally, it feels kind of cool to like have something finally after 20 fucking years, like, I see it, So for those of you out there that are, working towards shit and trying, just be patient and believe and trust in that process, because it's right there and spirit has a fucking plan, I just feel like this is divinely created. So I'm super excited, but I'm also really fucking terrified.
Right? I love it. It's true.
Oh yeah.
It is all divine. So
yeah.
And what better year to do it in 2022?
Yes. It feels, felt really, really, it feels really good. And then I'm also doing these and I've never done this before either, but it was totally called to me professionally, are these group healing sessions. So there's going to be 4 of them in the year, and they're going to be like a 2-hour just break off sessions. There's journaling assignments beforehand, and we're just going to really deal with some of the bigger ticket emotions that people are really dealing with this last year. So that would entail fear, overwhelm. I can't remember the other ones right now. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah. March 16th is releasing anger. And so we're actually going to be tapping into our own element in nature with each of these four things. In June, it's releasing fear. September is releasing guilt. And then December 14th is releasing overwhelm. So those are the main 4 emotions. I feel like, I don't know, am I missing anything? Those feel like the big ones, don't you think?
Yeah, those are the big ones. I agree.
Yeah. And people just don't know what to do with that emotion. It feels like so heavy right now. And so I was trying to figure out what can we do as light workers with those 4 really heavy things? Transmute it, use it to our advantage, release it, let it go.
Right.
Yeah.
So and all of those, grief is also one. I work with grief most of all, and suffered grief, but that can fall under all of those. It really can.
Yes.
Anger is an element from grief, fear from grief, overwhelm from grief, guilt. All of those. So grief is in there. It'll probably pop up in your sessions. So very cool.
Yeah. That was one of the things in my research with, it was interesting. It was guilt had a lot of grief, like that. There was a big connection between that and really, it was very fast. It's going to be super fascinating. Yeah. But and anger, I know people get really they
get pissed at God, at spirit or whatever, or someone else. Yeah.
And then you fall into this despair, this grief, this loneliness. Yeah. Just a really, so it should be a lot of fun. So those are my professional 2022. So much fun shit.
Nice. I love it.
We did some fun stuff, don't we?
Good stuff. Yay. So, all right. Personal. Shoot.
Yeah. Did you have a personal goal?
Yes. I'll just touch on it quick because I know we have to wrap things up a little bit. But there was a word that came to me because for personally, a lot of it is always kind of tied to my body, and maybe that's because I'm female. There's always things that I want to set goals for myself physically as well. Right. Which helps me emotionally. I'm going to be completely honest. And I don't know how many women out there can relate to this, but sometimes, right, wrong, or indifferent, how I feel emotionally might depend on how I feel physically. Yes. Right. So for me, it's more movement, right? I'm not going to be all hard on myself saying, you have to lose weight, Mayume, you have to do this and do that. That felt so heavy, pun intended, but it really feels like movement, just movement for me personally on all levels. So physically moving more. I play volleyball, but and do my own little exercises with the mirror, but I want to do more actually. So I'm setting that, and then movement emotionally, I just feel like everything is about movement, and that comes under the exploring, right?
Yes,
traveling, totally. Moving. It means decluttering, moving shit around. So for me personally, it's movement. It's moving more for me personally.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
Yes. Didn't that just sound ridiculous what I just said? Personally, it's moving for me personally. So anyway, yeah.
I love it because it is multidimensional, right? It's it
is, yeah.
It's physical, it's emotional, it's energetic, and it's spiritual, right? It's all of those things. So it's a huge goal. It's a huge personal goal to acknowledge where am I in movement spiritually today? Where am I in movement emotionally today? Where am I physically moving today? Like, I love that because that really resonates with me too. Like, I think especially with the pandemic, like people aren't going to the gym as much. So we're not, we've kind of had to like revamp ourselves, so I love that. Well, I was just going to say, one of my personal goals this year is very similar to, I love that. I might even steal that a little bit.
You can. It's for anyone who wants it. It's up there for grabs, people.
Yeah. But I feel like for me, the big one is, I really want to just stop like drinking.
Oh,
I want to like really cut it out significantly in my life this year.
Really? That's so interesting to me. Well, first of all, I would think that's no movement. I'm picturing the hand going up with the wine glass. But so let's talk. I mean, if you want to, only if you feel comfortable. Hold on. I have to put on a light. I'm sitting in the dark. Ooh.
Oh, hey. Wow. Hi there. She's turned a light on and I'm like, whoa, girl, look at that.
I know. It was getting dark here in my dressing room. Yeah. So do you feel when you feel that there's obviously something that's telling you like, that it's not serving you?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, and maybe this is all part of that ascension that I've been going through this last year, like that feeling of ascension, that feeling of like more spirit moving through me. But it feels more like a repelling of alcohol. And I love alcohol. So it's, I love it. So, but I'm not, crazy about it, but I definitely enjoy like glass of wine and, having cocktails and stuff, but I just don't like, my body doesn't process it the same way. I feel like
mine doesn't either. Mine hasn't for years. That's so interesting. I didn't know that about you.
Well, just in the last little while, like really in the last like year or two, it feels just like my body doesn't, it's like, I can't process it. Like, I feel like I'm hungover for like 2 days after. And I'm like, this isn't fucking fun anymore, but I really do enjoy it while I'm drinking. It's just like the after I'm like, my body is just like, ugh. So
we're all older too. Hey, like maybe you should go back to the pot thing. Like, there's no hangover. The pot.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my God. I might have to take some of that up. Jesus. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
interesting. Well, that's a huge goal. So I want to commend you and acknowledge you, my friend. That is a momentous. That is a huge goal. It is. And I'm in full support, of course. So I think that's something to proclaim for yourself and to really, if you want to accomplish that goal and maybe get clarity on it, then proclaiming it is the first step. Like, you know what, I want to do this.
Yeah. That's
and
why
then
I feel
people can help support your goal.
Yeah. And I don't need to like go cold turkey or anything. I just really need to like just decrease it significantly. That was the goal. That's actually what I wrote. Stop drinking significantly. So like, having like a cocktail once in a while when I'm really feeling like, rather than, let's have a glass of wine. Like I'm just having like I don't know, just making it like way less.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So thank you. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm on day one. The night is not over. So
oh my gosh, but you don't be hard on yourself and don't apply pressure. And it isn't, I mean, you don't, these goals are to set purpose or an intention of a life that we want to better our life, to better our year, better our bodies, our mind, our souls. So then obviously it's going to benefit you in some way. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. I adore you. I love you so much. I'm so happy to spend this year with you. Another fucking great year, 2020.
Yes. And let's talk about that. So we got exciting things coming up, everyone.
Oh yeah.
We've got guests lined up and I'm so excited for 2022 with Lightworkers Unite and some expansion and growth. So yes.
And we have our Artemis Goddess Gathering. Right. Coming up. Yeah. So if you haven't signed up yet, you've got a couple weeks, January 26th, Wednesday, 6:30 to 8:30. So I think we have like 3 or 4 spots left or something, right?
We do,
So,
ladies. It's super fun. You guys, if you haven't attended a goddess gathering, you got to try it. And Artemis is going to be kind of cool because I'm excited to see what she has to say. It's about focus. That's the theme. And it's so relevant right now, current for what we're talking about the year ahead, moving forward. What do we want to focus on? Where do we want to put our energy and intention into? I'm excited.
Yes. Yeah. And how, focus is a really powerful way to stay on track with our, like we talked about our professional and personal goals today. Like, hey man, we're just throwing that shit out there. And maybe we can get that divine guidance. Like we all need help. I need help. I'm definitely going to need help with all the things that I want to do this year. And I'm excited that I don't have to do it all fucking alone.
Right. No, that's what we're all here for. That's what we're here for. Support each other. I love it. All right. Well, thanks so much to everyone for listening and joining us. And here's to the year ahead, 2022. Man, I love you so much.
I love you more.